This is Billy McBride. It's June 1st, 2024. This will be called Proof 1. And I'm going to be using Summer Poems, my audiobook.
By a timely dream. This blinding, however, is no accident. Rather yet who will disappear into themselves. On purpose when the sunlight flees. The world too turns away for a time each day.
Death.
Distancing itself in distinction from fight. A dying, a muffling but not a death.
Love is a dealer's fee.
Experiences in her many turns. So the flight is best from illuminate to illuminate. Best being that there is no other way. For better glory or frequency. 3. The afternoon is nothing but silent. Without a questioning for a knowledge. Therefore it is not happy being mute. But is joyful to speak of the silence. Imperfection itself is not great. The joy of the wise passes. Making wisdom
the
only
kind
momentary
gifts
for more,
widen.
But by interview the eternal yearning. To know is itself an effort of knowledge too. An effort of answers steadying substance. With the passion for not waiting for refreshment.
We hills of
knowledge,
worlds
though,
one.
is not cold when used. Yet it can blind those who wait for it more. There is in the darkness still the chance it will spark. 4. We have thousands of happy discoveries. But what can discovery be sometimes? But proof of an unfortunate entertainment?
Weed Lord.
When it is knowledge's own fault. That sorrow is placed into the present. The triumph of this discovery fails.
All in power.
And so happiness and entertainment are provoked. A distressful triumph, that fact. However, we are sensitive to doubt. And so by doubting fact, we come back. To desire stronger thoughts for stronger days. That summon us to happier feelings. 5. The shore and the breeze are glorious. When the ocean is comfortable
the
and
kind
calm,
gifts widen as the brave one cries.
Within your eye, whether you see them or not, or
on shore, a crane with her necklace eyes.
What is spoken about the place. You can walk the shore in your memory. Territories of the memory will be forgotten, unless you decide to haunt
Portable
the place.
hug
The pace of time
paradigm.
too may instantly pass. New centers to your consciousness. So you know only that which is clear. And what is clear possessed, others may not. And
Weed
you know
Lord,
not what
a
they know,
marbled life
except that place where your
teenage.
subjects meet. 6. Charity is the supreme truth if any. Love, however, for happiness can lie.
On the
In
cliffs.
lying both has passion and yet remains true. If the love is worthy to remain. Yet paradise is better being beyond history. And out of history that charity has been promised.
A crane with her
History
necklace
will become
eyes.
history, whence we rise. Though before we do we can pardon our enemies. We can be brave so to make little of our
Education,
grudges.
kingfish.
And not little therefore of our collective lives. And when we ourselves to that
Mask
distance
the
are collected,
magnetic
some
magnetic
others are still left
solutions.
behind with little power. But that unfortunate power to punish any other. Until they get the message to pardon and forget. 7. The
My
golden clouds
morning
having it
dish.
already. Not for gold pursue, nor are pursued. But are strong pushed through the day. Yet the clouds everywhere are primitive. Perhaps sleeping in the clear light. Or even are distant from. Though illuminated by spirit. If so,
On the
they are idly
cliffs
drifting
by
neither
night.
alive nor dead. Without any meaning for them
Teen
themselves to
twice
behold.
stranded.
But for our meanings which into words we install. It is our sport, or it is our spirit, to
Life is a
signify them,
dealer's fee.
and our sight to collect their gold, and our golden vision to care for them floating
The
together,
debt too
being
full.
that they are sighted and keep the skies and our thoughts rich,
No white
until they
death.
change, and by changing we lose their gold to see, as they lose their light and shape to the darker parts of the sky. 8. The weather feels deep complex, because it cycles, but it is orderly, with each individual pass. So a storm, impatient to pass out. The
Cope,
fancy and curious
search
rain
for
outside
salt.
rains again. The atmosphere and landfill with the sad like rain. Or else are hungry at other times for a new, speedy change. And we people shield ourselves from the wind passing. When we pass the time far indoors.
My
But our
reasons
freedoms are vulnerable
glassy
to the time
yesterday
passing.
is
And the
less in
afternoon
glory.
passes but time itself continues. Time itself has been destructive to the day. When our day is destroyed we might pass. Time might not destroy our day
Weed
we have
Lord,
made.
a marbled life
And therefore,
teenage.
though it does destroy day and night in passing, we might not. 9. What hinders goodness from the earth? If ignorance, my goodness must be taught. If I do not know my guilt, can I be taught? Can others be taught, if I know it? Are those of the earth as ignorant as I? Or is there a goodness ever in the existence of ignorance? If we were to know, our ignorance would cease. then it is likely that goodness might as well. Perhaps earth's existence is good, though profoundly less good than the greatness of heaven, unless love make them equals, and heaven and earth the same become. But this glory is not permitted, it is said, so that we are not ignorant of the difference between the divine and our sublime distance from it. 10. Little hope is given up. So a poor soul is given time to hope. When all other gifts are poor, we multiply to the last what is or what was had. Even if that
The
having does
ways
not
of
last,
building a
even
kingdom.
if being clear of having does, but not clear of the hope which we have, still always holding on to some. Unless what one wants, one can be given, or one greatly forgets what was wanted, as the secret of forgetting makes right, by knowing that answer and so being no fool. For a fool knows what is wanted, and is not able to know how to forget it, and so has little hope against foolishness. 11.
No way.
The air of the day is plain.